is May 16th, meaning it's hump day for this month. Check out some of these numbers. Mookie, 313 batting average, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. Freddie won NL Player of the Week last week. He's hitting .440 in May, an OPS over 1,200, the 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. Shohei at .358, 1,300 OPS, 8 homers, 18 RBIs, and Andy Pages right there with the big boys, 291, couple bombs, and he's driven in 10. Those early season struggles for Andy Pages.
Hi, John. Well, Ha-Seong Kim has been excellent as of late and really been everything that this team has asked of him, and he's hoping to contribute in so many different ways, and we've seen just that. But of course, with the club, with both Tommy Edman as well as Teoscar Hernandez returning from the IL on both Sunday and Monday, there are a lot of questions as just to what the roster construction could look like. Could there still be opportunity for Ha-Seong Kim with those guys returning? Dave Roberts talked about that and how he's looking to manage, especially Tommy and Teoscar, when they return from injury.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you can see that with, you know, we have a group of guys, position player-wise, that we're going to run out there. The 2 guys that you mentioned. But coming off injury, do I see them playing as much as they did prior? Probably not for the early going. So I think that there'll be some runway for the guys that are not everyday players, essentially.
Similar to Dalton, do you think it's, you know, beneficial for Ha-Seong to be up here and experiencing this, like even if he's not getting as much time?
I think so. Like Dalton, I think that there's a lot of things that there's gray, where I think that in one camp you can argue that Dalton should be down taking everyday at-bats or 5 days a week. You could argue that Ha-Seong should be playing 6 or 7 days a week. You could argue James should be doing that. So, or you could be arguing that being here around our guys is more beneficial. So, obviously right now they're here with us, and I just can't foresee right now what moves are going to be made in the coming days. But yeah, I'm not sure yet.
It's clear that Ha-Seong Kim has shown that he does belong at this level, and he wants to find ways to stay. He also, of course, understands the conversations and the situation at hand. So we do know that Tommy Edman will be returning from the IL on Sunday. Teoscar Hernandez returning on Monday. Hopefully he'll start a rehab assignment on Saturday over the weekend. So we will see what happens. It's definitely going to be a tough conversation, some tough decisions, but grateful for us. We are not the ones making those guys.
That's right. That is out of our pay grade, Kirsten. Thank you very much. All right, still more to come here from Dodger Stadium. It's getting a little chilly out here, but tonight is Firefighter Appreciation Night at the Ravine. We always honor our first responder heroes after the fires that hit our city earlier this year. LA's firefighters certainly deserve all the love and appreciation we can show them. Plus, Shohei Ohtani is only a season and a quarter into his 10-year deal with the Dodgers, but already Access Sportsnet Dodgers, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers, John Hartung, Jerry Hairston Jr., Nomar Garcia-Parr. It's a fun weekend around Major League Baseball. They're calling it Rivalry Weekend. Dodgers and Angels kicking things off tonight in the first of a 3-game series.
It should be fun. Shohei Ohtani facing his former team, the Angels. Listen, baseball rivalries, Yankees, Red Sox, Cubs, White Sox, Mets, Yankees. And yes, I'm going to put, I know it's a little far down the list, Dodgers, Angels. Right? In that neighborhood? Yankees, Red Sox?
Listen, I mean, I know we, since Interleague, when it started, they were talking about these natural rivalries. I don't know what that means or how they came up with that, but they created it. But nonetheless, we know as Dodger fans, there's always been something, especially in the Freeway series. Before, when they didn't count, they meant something right before the season started. So the Freeway series always mattered.
All right, let's get right to Dave Roberts' lineup card, see how he's stacking things for this first of a 3-game Freeway series. You've got the big 3 at the top: Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. Will Smith is back in there tonight behind the plates. He will bat cleanup. Max Muncy at third, Andy Pages in right, Michael Conforto in left, James Outman in center, and Ha-Seong Kim is at second base, Jerry, with Dustin May on the mound.
Obviously, looking at Shohei Ohtani, he is your leadoff hitter. Huge night on his bobblehead night. Second of 4, huge night. And I'm looking at the bottom of the order. Ha-Seong Kim, he has been outstanding, especially with bat-to-ball skills, hitting .429.
You know, I'm looking at the middle. I'm looking at Will Smith, what he's been able to do, hitting in that 4 or 5 spot, the way he's been coming in clutch with guys on base. And now Max Muncy's starting to heat up, and we've seen Andy Pages, the way he's been swinging. So those guys, I think, will have a lot of opportunities once again in this game.
How about the Dodgers leading Major League Baseball right now in batting average, entering the night at .272.
Be surprised when you hit a home run.
And he's changing the game for Ohtani. Up there with a man aboard and 2 out. Ball 1.
Well, the pitch selection, the ability to have somebody on base that is a distraction to the pitcher. Maybe the pitcher rushes his delivery because he doesn't want to give up the stolen base. And in rushing, the ball is elevated a little bit.
And it's almost all Kim, but also a couple pinch hitters in there. The 9 spot has reached base 9 straight plate appearances. So 8 of those is Kim. One of them is Rojas.
Miguel Rojas has been an outstanding pinch hitter so far this year.
Tying run at the plate. 2 gone, 3rd inning. Ohtani fouls back a fastball, and it's 1-2.
Four-seamer right there to try and get it in on the big left-handed hitter. Now do you go sinker away?
That's for the target set. That's what it was. 2-2. Shohei hit 2 home runs in his first 4 games against his old club last year. Two of the 54. 2 of the 69 that he's hit in his 2 years with the team. On this 2-2 pitch, chops it foul. Do it again.
He was talking about those numbers, and it sounds like you're writing a movie script, but it was reality. It's like crazy numbers. How can we make this movie exciting? Let's have him hit 54.
And steal 59.
Yeah.
That'll really get the people coming. Barely gets a piece there. His ability to read the room and to deliver when it would be a little bit extra cool if he did is amazing. Whether it's the 50-50 game or the return to Japan hitting a home run or all his bobblehead games where he seems to do something. Walk-off grand slam for 40-40. He is in his own world day in and day out, but then he manages to go even a notch above that when the baseball gods call for it.
And we have not gotten to see him on the mound yet. Wait till he's writing the script on the mound. World Baseball Classic, striking out Mike Trout for the last out.
He's worked the count full. Kim will get a head start.
This is probably going to be strength against strength. A 2-seamer away, sinker, and Ohtani likes the ball there, especially to hit over the left center wall.
Saw him do against the A's earlier this week. 3-2. There was a sinker down and away, and he looks dialed in, doesn't he?
Well, when you know the strength's probably coming, it gives you a little better eye, and this is an exceptional eye on that pitch.
And so a 2-out chance for Betts.
As soon as you see that, you have to already be on your way over to first base.
2 good backups so far in this game. Earlier from Kohanowitz, and that one by Oapi as the sweeper fools Ohtani as he swings and misses. With one swing of the bat, whole new ball game. This is critical moment of the game. Yep.
There's that changeup down and away. We talked about that. Shohei's last at bat, he ended up walking. There was a borderline pitch at the last pitch of his last at bat. It was a good one, 9-pitch at bat, laid off a really good sinker, but a lot of changeups in that bat to Shohei.
Ripped right to the second baseman. Anderson over to Neto, steps on the bag. The first, a double play. 4-6-3, third turn by Kohanowitz.
First time Shohei has hit to a double play. This anytime you can have Shohei step up to home plate with nobody on. It's always a good thing. And that was the problem for Zephyr his last start. Just the cutter wasn't there and had some walk issues. 3 walks in his last performance against the Padres. So to me, he's got the best stuff in the Angels bullpen by a lot. And when it's on, he becomes almost unhittable.
What a moment for Ryan Zephyr here against Shohei Ohtani. And quickly had 0-1. Almost identical to the previous pitch that got Kim to ground out.
And when he puts that cutter in a good spot, it becomes a difficult at-bat, certainly for left-handed hitters. The one thing I don't see from Zephyr is that he could throw 100 miles an hour. You just don't see it. There's so many cutters and sweepers. He throws 100. Show it.
Don't let those numbers. I don't want him to see these numbers on his hammer to center field. Long gone. You can forget about that one. The 16th home run of the season for Shohei Ohtani. But luckily nobody was on the bases, and it's 4-2.
Shohei smoking hot. That ball right there is the cutter, and it stays on that inside part of the plate, and Shohei hammers it. 2 home runs in the game yesterday, and a bomb right there.
Yeah, he's the hottest hitter by far in the game, best in the world. Inside part of the plate just turns on it.
Yeah, this is a cutter, and it just comes right down and in. That is the launch zone for a lefty, but Shohei doesn't pull it, stays on it, keeps his hands right in. And absolutely smokes this ball. That one right there is 114.9 off the bat of Shohei. 416 feet dead center.
Just huge to have the bases empty there for Shohei. It's just 1 run. It's still a 2-run lead, and so important for Zephyr to settle in because you got another MVP. This is the MV3 that we talked about at the start of the game. How did Bohanowicz attack? And how does Zephyr attack? He's the 8th inning guy. Time to earn your paycheck right here.
Carl's Jr. moments of the game. It's the Big Show with his 4th home run in the last 3 games. Number 16 on the year. That leads all of baseball.
Yeah, he has been outstanding the last couple of weeks. He gets a breaking ball inner half. Light tower power, dead central. Outstanding swing, gets the foot down. Look at this ball, able to pull his hands and able to get the barrel to the baseball. One of the best athletes on the planet today.
Disappointing night for the Dodgers, though. They lose 6-2, but the fans still having a chance as we speak to enjoy the Friday night drone show here at Dodger Stadium. Some Beatles music, some great lights going on behind us, and a lot of people hanging out to watch the festivities. Angels win it, though, 6-2. Let's head inside and hear from the skipper, Dave Roberts.
Dustin was searching. He wasn't comfortable, certainly, with his throw. You know, obviously there's some good throws in there, but then obviously the walks, the hit batsmen, it's just creating traffic for himself. And, you know, unfortunately, a couple big hits by those guys.
Is that some issues with the last few? Is that just something that working its way back after taking so much time, or what, is there anything else you sort of?
You know, I don't know. I think that, you know, he's had consistent outings where I think that I don't know if that's the case because, you know, 3 starts ago, you see a consistent throw, execution, and the last couple outings, you see a little bit of, you know, the arm side misses and working behind in counts, and obviously frustrated with his performance, delivery. But yeah, it was good to see him at least get through 5 innings and, you know, give us a chance at least.
What did you see the guy have the sinker going today?
He did. You know, he really did. I think he doubled his strikeout rate tonight. The sinker was good. We just couldn't barrel him up. There were some double plays. It's hard when you have some traffic and then you hit into some double plays, and a couple of those balls were hit hard. But you know, he did a good job navigating some stress, and 3rd time through he incorporated the changeup, and it just seems like we just couldn't really, you know, figure him out tonight.
What do you make of the 5 double plays kind of ending some of the
Yeah, that's the thing is that, you know, even the Freddie ball, the Shohei ball, these are balls that are hit hard that are just right at him, and it's just kind of rally killers right there. But you know, we just got to kind of flush it and look forward to tomorrow. Clayton making his, 2025 debut. So it just was a forgettable night for us, and, you know, go out there tomorrow and try to win a ball game.
What is he showcase?
Yeah, that ball was pretty well hit. Base hit up the middle, the homer. He's just really seeing the baseball well. He's just doing everything and more than we could have asked.
19 wins right back to the next night. There's just kind of no.
It's baseball. I know you hear that a lot. It is baseball, and you know, you not on the heels of a night where we were swinging the bats really well, and tonight obviously we struck out a lot, hit into some double plays, and it wasn't from lack of preparation or let down. We just wasn't our night.
What kind of impression has Kim left on you his first few games?
What's that?
What kind of impression has Kim left on you his first few games?
He's been good. He's fun to watch. He just kind of has a magic wand right now. He's taking good at bats and putting the ball in play, and you know, when you can do that, you know, good things can happen, and so I just like his at-bat quality.
It's the second in a row. I mean, last time out he was good too, but tonight against that lineup he was really good. He got a lot of ground balls, and when he does that, you know, his sinker is working. Do some good change-ups in some situations, started some hitters off with some breaking balls, so he had a good mix, but the main thing was his sinker.
It seemed like his changeup though was pretty effective. He threw it a lot more than usual, it seemed like.
Yeah, he did, and it was effective. And the good thing about it, what made it effective, he put it over the plate, and they had to offer for it, you know. So no, he was outstanding tonight.
How was Moncada doing?
Irritation of his thumb again. I told you, when you take a bad swing, that happens. But I didn't want to run him back out there because it's on his throwing hand, and I needed someone to catch the ball and be able to throw it, so I took him out for precaution.
Do you think he'll be able to play tomorrow?
We'll wait and see.
Is Neto banged up at all?
No, he on that play with TA made up the middle, he went to step on the bag and just twisted his ankle a little bit, but it's nothing serious. He was able to stay in the game. He's always fouling balls off of him. That part of it he's used to.
What's it about his swing that's always getting him to do that?
Well, that's that ball running down and in, and we're not getting there on time on it, and it ended up catching you and fouling off your foot.
You talked before the game how you wanted to come through in those big moments, and I think you just would sack flies and put the ball in play with a nice double.
Yep, it was him, Shanwell, and Moncada. Twos got it for us tonight, and we needed every run, especially against that club. As I said, Jack was the guy tonight to shut that club down the way he did offensively. Ohtani's from another world.